And they're struggling to get planes off the ground at the Tacloban airport in the Philippines. The airport is in ruins, battered by Typhoon Haiyan. People are still lining up to leave the disaster zone, but across the area, aid is slowly turning from urgent relief to reconstruction. Today, a Canadian team flew aboard a Griffon helicopter to assess the need on one tiny island. Our Susan Ormiston went along.
A quick huddle, and then the crew from 408 Squadron is up and away, flying a few nautical miles off the coast towards Olatoyan Island. This is the first aid trip for Canada's Griffon helicopters in the Philippines, assisting the DART team. Their landing is a big deal. It seems the entire village turns out to watch, as much curious as needy. This morning, the DART team brings a small supply of water and a mobile medical team to assess the health of the villagers. Like on so many islands, the super typhoon ripped through this community without mercy. Even the church where the islanders took refuge took a hit, the roof torn open. The local mayor is asking for help.
I need food, water, and medical medicine, and also light.
These people withstood the storm with relatively few casualties. One person did die when the roof of the school slammed down, but there were others injured, and now the primary problem is shelter. Many of these fragile homes have simply collapsed onto the beach.
So for these guys, they've asked for building supplies. The things they're looking for is the corrugated sheet metal roofing, hammer, nails, and rope, and tarps.
Pretty simple.
Pretty simple.
The terrain is an ongoing challenge, with many islands dotting the sea. Access only by boat, or now, choppers. Susan Ormiston, CBC News, Olatayan Island, the Philippines.
We've got a little more on the remarkable story that Susan brought us last night. It was about a family and many of their neighbors who survived the typhoon because of their house, a house with a Canadian connection.
So this is your house?
Rosie Seneo's home is a sturdy two-story concrete structure. She built it with help from her daughter.
Romelyn.
Where does she live?
In Canada.
In Canada?
Yeah, Toronto.
What does she do?
She's a caregiver.
Caregiver.
For Romelyn Seneo, watching her family's story was heartbreaking. Knowing she helped save them, a blessing.
So when they told me like, oh, 100 of people stayed in the house, I said, what? I can't believe it's like, you know, the house is not how they will fit in. Like my mom, oh, it said it happened. We're just standing there and keep praying, and then we carried the kids so that the adults can stand and they fit in the house. It was so, yeah, it's a miracle.
Romelyn sends money to her mother each month. She also helps pay for schooling for her siblings and cousins. Right now, she's collecting books as well as clothing and blankets for her family and friends in the Philippines.